Good evening. Anneli, as Anneli's journaling, is back. I'm working in the pink journal. I have started to fill it up with some small things, but I thought that we could do some things together tonight. So you can see what I'm up to and how far we are with this one. So some eco-dyed textile, some decoration, and some of these really old papers that I have eco-dyed. This is some of the papers that I found out in my old house again. I didn't know there was another layer of papers in one of the boxes. So great finds, and I'm happy for that. So on the first inside of the cover I have put a textile pocket with some beautiful lace, tattered lace. And then I have put in this little tag with some lace and old papers, embroideries, and some roses. So that was one of the things I put in. And then I put in these pockets. I made these from tracing paper that I have run into a laser printer, and I did it on top of another paper, and then I sewed it together, so we got a pocket. And then I put in one of these color samples, swatches, into that one. And you can also see some of my painted roses that I did with acrylic ink. So you can see that through the tracing paper. And I haven't put it in more than with some paper clips at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it like that or if I maybe will sew it in later on and maybe even decorate it a little bit. Some watercolor flowers on antique papers, also just pinned in at the moment. We have a embossed pocket with a real dried rose and another tag with color swatches and different old things. So then I have this little pocket from one of my antique laces that I just put in on 3 sides, so we have a little tuck spot on this one. And this is one of the old botanical pages. And then I have a little decoration here. I think I will leave this for journaling space or playing space for whoever maybe want to own this. This is a pocket or a tuck spot, also sewn around with some picture from Ruby and Pearl XO. And then I did this kind of rip-off page where I have put down a watercolor painted old page and then rip it off so it looks like it's torn. Another pocket. These was some of the ones I did by the lake in my trailer. So this is eco-dyed not eco dyed, it's textile with some prints on that I did with a stencil. So this is a piece of the original old wallpaper from my old house, and I'm not sure if that the pages are ongoing at the moment. I always do like this. I start and put in things, and then I change them while I work. So you never know if it's done until it's done. Big pocket with an antique embroidery on. Another original paper from my house, and one of my kitchen counter printer things that I did with putting acrylic ink on my counter and pressed paper down in them and made patterns. So I have done a few pages in it, and we are going to continue today. So let's see what we have. I have also made these ones. I scribbled some flowers and watercolored them, and then I have embroidered some snippets and put them on as decoration. So I'm not sure if these will be journaling cards or pockets. You can use them which way you want. So that was my thought. And another thing I have been doing today is I tried this one. This was a big tea bag, and I was trying to put in flowers in it and used matte medium to see if I could use it, but I'm not sure if this is how I want it to look. You can see that it's bubbles, white space. So I need to ponder about this, how I will solve it to make it work. And then this is just a napkin with some pine, and I just tried it out. And then I have done these with plants on, also with glue and matte medium. And I'm going to embroider on the leaves on some of these, so we can use that. And when you use the matte medium, it kind of gets a bit soft, so it's not breaking so easily. But I need to try that out a little bit more. This is an oak leaf, so that's really sturdy. So I think that is the ones that we can use right away. And this is also a leaf that I put on very thin Chinese calligraphy paper. And this was mostly to give it some sturdiness so I can embroider on it. So I think that would work too. And what did we may do? I did this one also. So this is bendable now when it's on the paper and with matte medium. And some more with the oak leaves. And you can see I can bend them without breaking them, even if these were totally dry and was laying in a book. So we have a lot of things to play with and put in the journal if we would like to. Okay, I think we are going to start in the back of the journal. I have this is another of these pockets that I did with paper on the back with some color swatches in. Then I flipped it like this onto the page. So here we have a page that are totally white. So let's work a bit on that one. I think I would like to use something with some pink on. Maybe this one with the rose. This is an old page and I have watercolor painted a rose button on this one, sewn on the machine and done some color swatches. So I think that could go nicely with that pink one. But we need something more behind it. And let's see. Maybe something more that is with a bit of color on it. That was blue and that was... Maybe we can actually use... Let's go with some more of the pink paper. Don't need so much. Maybe just something on one side. So it gets a little bit more colorful. It's a balance to know when it's too much or too little. And for me it's kind of important. For some people these journals are just paper and glue. But for me it's something more. I kind of put my life in them. And I need them to feel right. Work. I think we have to put something on the back of, so it's a bit sturdy where we put in things. So let's use this one. You don't need to have it on the whole paper, but the paper can start to roll up as it's an old book page, so I want to make sure that it's sturdy enough to be used for a long time coming. That's better. I actually think that's enough. I don't want to put too much in it. Take something that is a little bit green but not so pink. again for the balance. So let's glue this down as the side pocket. There we go. A little bit of the same textile on the back. I like the feeling of both paper and textile on the pages. It makes it a special feeling. I think I want a lace, but it might be too long, too big with this one. But we can always try and see how that looks. I think that works. It's never too much lace, isn't it so? Let's put that down. I think that's totally okay. So let's move on to the next page. And I think we can use this one that goes with that paper, with some old Swedish script from 1950. It's something special with the feeling of old paper. See how much we need to take off. Let's try to follow the lines. This is paper that is from my grandfather's brother. He lived also on this property, so he has a lot of old paper still. Let's go with that one. We maybe decorate it with a little tuck spot. Don't want to overdo it. I still want the paper to be seen, but I don't want to make a pocket of it, so let's do this kind of a double pocket. So we can put something here and behind it. I was going to straighten it, but I think I will try to not be too overly neat and just leave it as it is. Make it look natural that way. make some quick stitches around the pocket. No, we should of course take the green one, but we have the green there. That's better. Changing my mind. I will speed it up so you don't need to see me do all of the stitching, and then I will be back. So with some embroidery, it looks like this. And I put it in and did the pocket opening. Okay, let's continue, do one more tonight. Another boring, empty page. Should we use this? This is some eco-dyed textile in some pinkish purple colors, and then I just sewed on a piece of my old pages. I think we can put this on the edge to give it a little bit more color. See how it's in length. A little bit short, but I think that's enough. So let's put that in as a big pocket. maybe some lace down on this page. No, that's too big. See if we can find something else laying around in my pile of things. That's better going with the brown too. Straighten it and cut. A bit more. It's nice. That, and it can peek down a little bit, hanging down. Okay guys, I think that's it for tonight. So thank you so much for keeping me company, and I will see you soon again. Have a nice evening. Bye bye from Sweden.